Hello and welcome to PocketGamer.biz's YouTube channel. I'm John Jordan and this is our first time user experience playlist. So we're playing Kingdom Hearts X, which has immediately asked us to, if you want push notifications, which I think is a very impolite thing to do the first thing you see. A very bad first time user experience. I'll say yes in this case because I'm a generous kind of guy. But I think there's much better ways of integrating push notifications into your game. At least let people get through the tutorial and maybe have a game capture say, do you want to get messages from us, and then pop up that prompt. It's very odd, I think, just to get a very generic prompt. It suggests to me the developers haven't really cared very much about the user experience. Anyhow, so Square Enix game, licensed from Disney. Kingdom Hearts been massive in Japan for a number of years on platforms from way back to the PlayStation. So this is Kingdom Hearts X Unchained has been out in Japan for quite a while. It's been pretty successful. It was out in the States a bit earlier this year and has now gone global. So again, I mean, I guess legally do they have to have this? Who knows? And obviously you would have to have this in PC games. You'd have this, and a lot of this kind of mobile games now kind of taking inspiration from PC online games. But you know, can this not be done in the settings? It seems a bit odd to me. Again, this is an odd thing, but progressively more common for mobile. Is you download the game and then you spend ages downloading loads of other guff to actually play the game. For structural reasons, happen on Android a lot more because on Google Play you just tend to download a stub. Bit odder, more peculiar. It's happening more and more on iOS. So I guess this is because people just go cross-platform and not really caring too much about the intricacies of the platform themselves. But basically, I want to play Kingdom Hearts X Unchained, and what's happening now? I've been asked for push notifications. I've been asked complicated things about servers, which I don't really care or know about. And now I'm waiting, and you can see it's not going to be very quick, is it? So I've got 8. It's telling me there's 8 things to download. Effectively 8 files, and I'm 10% through the first one.
Darkness spread.
Now, at this situation, you're kind of asking quite a lot of your audience. Presumably, to some degree, they've liked your game because they've downloaded it, and then they fired it up because they want to play it. And now you're saying, well, yeah, that's great. And there's this really meaningless kind of little animation thing going on, which clearly, you know, it's just like pointless. While the download happens.
With these fragments of light,
again, this is kind of common in Asian games, I think in particular in Japan and Korea, where you tend to have quite fast networks. I mean, this is going over Wi-Fi anyway, so it's not slow. But it just seems, again, a little bit like the developer hasn't really cared about what the user experience is, because clearly what's going to happen is you're going to lose a certain amount of people at this point. So your day one retention is going to be, I mean, I wonder if they even count this as day one retention, because the people haven't even, they've kind of opened the app and immediately kind of come out and deleted it. And I just think it's really odd, particularly if you're looking to spend kind of user acquisition money on acquiring downloads. So those people who don't necessarily know very much about your game, but they see your advert and go, oh, that looks nice, that's got Mickey Mouse in it or something, you know, who knows why they decide to download it. And then they get this. It's just bonkers. It's just, you know, all the thousands of hours and millions of dollars that have been spent developing this game are now basically being kind of flushed down the toilet. And the other thing is, technically, you don't need to do this. You don't need... What do we want for the first time user experience? We want to go through a tutorial which should explain something about the game, give you some idea of gameplay, but is not by any means, you know, it's a limited kind of, or should be a limited feature set really of the game to introduce you, and then for the next hour, if people are playing, or the next hour of gameplay, stuff is unlocked and deepened. I don't need to wait for all this. I don't need to download the full game. It's just seems bonkers to me, and it is, I have to say. I mean, there's a few of these that we've done now for some user experience videos where it's just been like this, and Western developers, I wouldn't say would never do this, but Western developers, it's very rare I can think of a Western developer that's done this, but the last few Korean and Japanese games have just yeah, done this. And then, you know, I guess the kind of developers wonder why they're not doing better, why they've got like a really popular game in Korea or Japan, and why it's just not being popular in the West. And there's lots of reasons why that might be the case. I mean, the audience style, the gameplay style can be pretty different, but this is nothing to do with gameplay or audience. This is just sitting around waiting. So we're 5.5 minutes in. So yeah. Let's see. Normally for these first time music experience videos we leave them for 10 minutes, so we'll see how far we get in 10 minutes, I suppose.